Samina, waka waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Samina, waka waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Welcome back to Jake's AFC as always. Big up to everyone who's been interacting with the channel, liking the vids, subscribing to your boy, and letting me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It's that time of the week, that time of the month, that time of the day. Match reaction time. Arsenal 3, Kairat Almaty. Almaty 3-2. No, yes, Kairat 2. And that was a very interesting game, a very relaxed game for us. I mean, the scoreline doesn't match what we saw on the pitch today because we should have absolutely embarrassed them today. We should have scored more. We should have had like at least 6 goals today. 3, 4, 5, 6 goals today. Missed a lot of chances, but we moved because the Arsenal are top of the Champions League group. We've gone 8 for 8, won all our games, and now we're through to the next round. We're going to get a favorable draw in terms of the teams that we might face in the round of 16. And also, the good thing is that all our home games are going to be in the second leg, which would be quite favorable for us, especially in the knockout stages. Playing the second game at home, that's going to be good for us. But anyway, let's get to the game. Arsenal 3, Kairat 2. And first of all, big up to all those big up to Kairat as a football club in general. They obviously finished first in their league, their local league out there in Kazakhstan. And I don't know how far Kazakhstan is from the UK, but then I'm sure it's a distance. That should be like at least a 7-hour flight. So big up to all their fans who flew into the United Kingdom today to watch the game. And they created a really good atmosphere today. Obviously, man was at the game today. Big up Anks every time yet again for giving me a ticket today, giving me an opportunity to watch a game today. But big up those Kairat fans as well, man, because it's like every touch they got, every time their keeper made the save, every time they were through on goal, their fans would celebrate. Their fans were getting gassed. I feel like they were getting gassed for every touch they had because mad respect to them. These guys, I don't even think they're players. I believe most of them are not even full-time professional players. They probably have other jobs on the side. So big them up for the season that they've had in the Champions League. I mean, they've gotten to face Real Madrid and Arsenal um, as part of their fixtures in this season, in their Champions League season. So big them up, and best of luck to them in the future. In terms of the game, straight out of the doors, we went 1-0 up. Victor Gyökeres in the second minute, and big up Kai Havertz, bro. You know what? Havertz, I've slandered you in the past quite a lot, rightfully so. But then today, you were class, bro. I feel like, bro, in that first half, you obviously came off in that at halftime. Hopefully, it's not an injury. Hopefully, it's just Ateta easing you in back into the team. But you were class today, Havertz. Big up yourself, man. Pat yourself on the back for that performance, bro. The ball for Gyökeres for that first goal, that was a very good pass because we don't really see our players playing those kind of balls. Pause. We don't really see them playing those kind of passes because most of the time it's either to the side, to the left, to the right. But Havertz, he got the ball and sent it straight down the middle to Gyökeres. It was a bit of a poor touch from Gyökeres, but he managed to save it, and that was a good finish from him to make it 1-0. And then a few minutes later, Kairat get a penalty, 1-1. Kepa, what are you doing for that penalty, man? This guy dived way before the player even shot the ball, man. Like I was looking at it, bro, he dived the wrong way as well, man. This guy, he made such a dramatic dive. It's like It's like someone paid him to dive the wrong way because the way he dived, yeah, that stuff looked staged, bro. That stuff genuinely looked staged. It's like there was a script or something, but regardless, Kairat got the goal 1-1. And then a couple of minutes later, Ben White's lovely pass to Kai Havertz, and that was a very good finish from Havertz, man. He gets the ball on the right hand side, cuts in, bam, finish bottom left corner, man. That was a very good finish from Havertz, bro. And then had bare other chances after that. Gyökeres, you should be. There was a ball, I believe it was Martinelli or either Martinelli or Skelly put in for him from the left hand side. And then Gyökeres, you should be tapping that in, bro. How have you sent the ball all the way to flipping Pluto from there? Uh, what's going on, Gyökeres? Well, there you should be scoring, but big yourself up today. You obviously got your goal. Gyökeres, big up yourself, man. Um, and you should have had you should have had at least two today minimum, probably even a hat trick, bro. On another day, if you're clinical enough, you probably get a hat trick. But then, yeah, Gyökeres had a chance, sent it over the bar. Madueke, Madueke had a decent performance today, but the thing with Madueke, he does everything right until it gets to that final ball, either the either the final pass or the final shot, bro. Because there was too many times, bro, today where he skilled the player, he skinned his opponent here, and then when it comes to delivering the final pass, he either overhits it out for a goal kick or he either hits the pass, bro. And even past some of his shooting today, bro. Madueke, you're shooting, work on it, bro. Because, bro, there was a point you cut in the second half. You've done your player, you've skinned your player, and then you shoot the ball out to the flipping top of the North Bank, bro. I was like, bro, I was even speaking to my uncle, and I was speaking to one of my uncles, and I was like, bro, it was way easier for him to score, yeah, than to shoot the ball like that, bro. Because he sent it to not even Pluto, bro. He sent it to I don't know what planet is after Pluto, so whatever planet it is that's after Pluto, that's where the ball ended up after Madueke's shot. But regardless of that, obviously uh, Martinelli gets the third goal. Havertz yet again, two assists and a goal for him today. Delivered a very good pass after a very good passage of play. Tiki taka, one touch football. This is what I want to see, man. Quick football, yeah. He delivers in the ball for Martinelli, and we go 3-1 up. And obviously, big up Martinelli. That's 6 goals for him in this Champions League campaign. He's played 8 games and he's scored 6 goals. So big him up. He's our top scorer in the Champions League. And Martinelli in cup games is different. But you should have gotten another goal today, bro. Because immediately after you scored, I remember there was a ball. I think it was Norgard that played him in. 2 minutes after we've scored the third one. And then Martinelli hits the shot straight at the keeper, bro. You could have taken a touch because you had a little more time than you think you had, bro. Because you should be scoring that, Martinelli. You're 1-1 with the keeper. Shouldn't be hitting it straight at him, bro. But then we go into halftime 3-1, and I'm like, bro, come in the second half, come to the when the second half starts, let's just go and smoke them, bro. I want at least 5, 6, 7 goals today, man. Like, let's just go and everyone at least gets a goal today. You know, when you're playing FIFA, yeah, against one of your homies, bro, you're smashing him up like 5-0, pause. 5-0 at halftime, bro. So you're like, yo, bro, today even my keeper, bro, you start running outside, you start running outside with your keeper, bro. You're like, keeper has to get a goal today, bro. So that's the type of game I wanted to see today, man. But anyway, regardless, second half starts. I feel like second half was a bit more slower than the first half, and we all know why. Because a certain player was subbed on, and Odegaard yet again, bro. This guy, yeah, I don't know what this guy does in the team, bro. Like we have to bin this guy in the summer, bro. And this guy better not start against Leeds, bro. Because as soon as this guy came on, yeah, yet again, the team's fluidity went down, bro. This guy came on, wasted 2 headers, and then there was a point where he could have shot, and then he's taken two situations where he could have shot, unleashed the shot, yeah, And this guy is out there doing his bro, his skipping, bro. Like genuinely, bro, give this guy a skipping rope if he wants to skip like that, bro, because this guy has stopped taking touches, bro. But anyway, I've no not gonna cook him, bro. Just gonna say it as it is, Like this guy, as soon as he came on, the team's tempo went down, and because every time he got on the ball, he's taking too many touches, and it was just not a good performance from him today. But moving on from him, as a, I think, actually, I'll get to the performances after. But obviously, second half we had bare chances. I feel like Jesus, man, Jesus got a brilliant chance, bro, and you're sending it out wide. You should at least minimum hit the target, bro. If keeper saves, you should at least be minimum hitting the target, but you should be scoring that, bro, because that was your one-on-one with the keeper. Should be scoring that, bro. And obviously, a couple of minutes later, he gets a goal, but it's ruled out for offside. And then apart from that, we had a few more chances. Martinelli, um, who else? Madueke, we spoke on his shot that ended up in the planet after Pluto. And then in the 90th minute, last kick of the game, Kairat get a goal, bro, and big them up. I think that was poor defending from us because everyone just fell asleep. But then, you know what, Kairat? Big up yourself for that. I mean, on paper, a 3-2 loss against Arsenal is respectable. That looks respectable, because looking at this game, everyone probably thought it was going to be like a 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, 10-0, 9-0, 50-0, whatever. But in terms of the performances, I mean, I think Ben White, the standout performance, the standout performances for me today were, I think Ben White was very good, man, especially on the attack, bro. Like him and Havertz, I feel like him and Havertz were linking up very well, man. Big up Ben White. I think Skelly was very good today. The two centre backs, Calafiori obviously gave a penalty, but then apart from that, he was solid and he was subbed off at halftime. Musquera, very good player, good, very good performance today. I think he was good. He's always, for some reason, he seems to be very composed, man, for a centre back who's not very experienced. I mean, he's like what 20 years old, and he's got that calm. He manages to stay calm in those situations. So big him up. Just looking at the team today, Havertz brilliant. Norgard was very good today, and going forward, I would like to see Norgard get a few more games, bro, because he's barely gotten any game time this season, especially in the Premier League. So in some games you can rotate. Ateta, you can even start to rotate between Nordgaard and Zubamendi because I feel like Nordgaard, he deserves an opportunity. He was very good today, and whenever he's come into the team this season, he's put in a shift. He's put in a very good shift. Eze, I don't think Eze was brilliant today. He was okay, moved the ball around nicely, sprayed in a few passes, but apart from that, there was a situation where he could have taken a shot and possibly scored. But then he also took too many touches in that situation, bro. What is it with this team and taking too many touches, man? Like, bro, allow it. Shoot the ball. Stop trying to pass the ball into the net. Unleash the shot, man. But Gyökeres should have had more than one goal today. Should have had at least two goals. Martinelli, very good performance. I feel like he kept on beating his defender quite a lot, and he got himself into some decent positions. Should have also scored more than one goal today. Madueke should have scored today. But yes, in terms of the team, that's it for the team. And obviously, Odegaard came on, didn't do anything. Jesus didn't do much. Should have scored though. And Yankapia came on. Not really much to do for him. And then big up the two young G's who came on, the two academy players, Bailey Joseph and Ife Ibrahim. Prior to this game, I had never heard of them. Never heard of those two, but then big up those two young G's, yeah, for making their professional senior appearances, the senior debuts. Hopefully more to come for you guys. But in terms of the team, I think it was a good performance today, especially in the first half. And big up Kai Havertz. For me, he's man of the match, bro, because I didn't expect that from Havertz. Usually, whenever he's had chances in the midfield, I've always felt like he's too stiff to play there. I feel like I've always felt that the balance is imbalanced when Havertz in the midfield is in the midfield. But big him up today because today He was, for me, he was the best player for Arsenal today. Um, uh, Considering his comeback from injury, and hopefully it's just a precaution, as I said. Ateta bringing him off at halftime. Hopefully it's just a precaution. And for me, bro, Odegaard is now third in the pecking order, bro. For me, it's Eze, and then I'd even start Havertz over him in that midfield, bro, for the Leeds game. But we'll get to that when the time comes. Big up the team, qualified first place. Big up to everyone who's been watching the vid. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you lots in the next one. We out.